Okay. Hey guys, it's NightWolf from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. So today we have the first episode of Awesome Asylum, our our superhero podcast. And so today we have myself, NightWolf, Erimus Prime, who is our guest today.
Hello.
Darth Forge, who will be a regular host.
Hey.
And Carnage, who will also be a regular host. Okay, so...
Oh, since I am the guest, I'll tell you what podcast I'm from. I'm from, I just forgot the name of my
TF Prime
TF,
Cast.
I know what it is.
The one with the robots that turn into cars.
TF, no, they're cars that turn into robots, stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
TF Prime,
no, it is robots into cars.
Cast. It's TF Prime Cast. Also, I am on Toy Talk, which you should be hearing soon.
It's not up yet, but it will be soon.
It's a thing that I'm starting. That's
okay,
only mine.
So anyway.
And we're starting a wrestling podcast.
No, that's very objective right now.
Connor,
okay.
you can do what you want.
Wait, like this video or comment.
Comment if you want to see a wrestling podcast.
No one's gonna comment that.
Everyone comment because I love wrestling. I will talk about WWE. And
okay.
TNA.
So,
okay,
back to the actual podcast that we're on. First, we have breaking news, which is Captain America hailing Hydra.
Yeah, really. Like,
Hail Hydra.
So...
My name is Captain America, also known as the most secretive Nazi ever.
All Hydra agents are not Nazis. That doesn't mean he is a Nazi.
I didn't...
Okay, but anyway.
Not all terrorists are murderers.
Oh God! Shut up! This is going awfully.
Okay, so but
not all blind people can see.
What?
Okay. Let's stay on topic.
No offense to blind people watching.
Oh, shut up! You just said
You're the worst.
You're awful. You did that on purpose.
Let's not excuse the deaf people from listening.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that until I said it.
Okay. Okay. The one thing is in Civil War 2, he is an active person and he's like on a team. So I think that takes place after the Captain America series. So I'm assuming he's. Oh God. I'm assuming. I'm assuming he's gonna get changed. Not changed, but like dehydrified.
I thought you were gonna say
dehydrated.
That too.
You're not you when you're thirsty, Cap. Have a Mountain Dew. It's the newest product.
No, it's not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers.
But
yes, but it was a joke. This is dehydrated.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Shut up. Oh, this is going terribly. Okay. No.
So what are your actual thoughts on this reveal? Everyone go around in a circle. Someone go first.
I volunteer as tribute.
Just go.
I feel like I feel like it depends. If it's all for a storyline, meaning like if it's obviously not gonna stick, then I think it's a pretty good twist. But if they actually try to say that it's been like this since the 4, I think that's terrible.
Okay, just saying, I don't think that's gonna happen because previously I mentioned about Civil War 2 in the comics, how he's part of it, and I think that's after it, and I think this is mostly for publicity, which I think is dumb. Even if they try to make this stick, it's gonna get retconned, it's gonna get redone. This, I have no, I don't think it is, like, possible for this to stick. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way they can make it stick, because if they would, I mean, that would kind of be... I mean, it would have to be sort of like a Flashpoint type deal, where it's sort of in continuity, but it sort of isn't, because there's no way you can change a character.
Continuity? You mean
continuity?
Shut up. You get the idea.
Messing up his continuity.
Dude, you're messing with my continuity.
Okay, but
we're talking about regular Nazis, not grammar Nazis.
Actually, at my at my comic book store, the guy who runs it, his name is Tom. He was so mad about it, and he thinks the writer Nick Spencer's gonna get fired. He hates it so much, and he actually had a poster of it, the first issue, up on his door to come in, and I was like, if you hate it so much, why do you have a poster? He's like, I was hoping to start conversation, but I just hate it so much. Okay, Darth Forge, what do you think?
Obviously, I'm a pretty Spider-Man oriented character, and there was like sort of a controversial thing that happened during the Superior Spider-Man run. Everybody was all mad that they killed off Peter Parker, and
and that Doc Ock was gonna be Spider-Man, but obviously
and then that liked it afterwards.
Yeah, because it's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen here. Like when we see how they're going to switch it back, we're going to say, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I feel like, well, obviously, I think this is getting into media more. Like, everyone was talking about it for a while, which, not to say that the Spider-Man wasn't, like, a big, Superior Spider-Man wasn't, like, a big reveal or anything, but I feel like this is a lot, like, this has been flooded into, like, mainstreams and, like, a lot more, so...
This is a lot bigger.
Okay, in all fairness, so was Spider-Man at the time. It happened with Spider-Man at the same time. This is on a bigger scale, mainly because of Civil War just happening, so everyone's paying attention to Captain America specifically, and, like, the Marvel in general, and I gotta say that I think it's a pretty... that was really jerkish of them to... They did this on purpose right when Rebirth was launching for DC, because they knew they're like, hey, everyone's gonna be excited for comics for DC because they're doing their whole Rebirth thing, and that's awesome. But no, they do this, which they knew would upset the public and get them headlines.
I hate comics right now, just DC and Marvel. DC's doing something cool with their comics. Rebirth is a really cool thing. They're charging $2.99, which is $3 for.
Hey, we'll get to that.
Ugh! Okay. Yes, we will. I hate that so much. Okay.
We're running before we can walk.
I can't afford.
So next, we have some news about.
Hey, you didn't ask my thoughts on it.
Sorry.
Shut up,
Eric. You don't matter. Remember?
Eric, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm your guest. Treat your guest nicely.
You're like
John. I'm gonna talk about what you just said actually later, but.
Okay, Eric. What are your
Shut
thoughts
up, Meg.
Erimus Prime, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't think it's permanent. The writer said that it isn't mind control or something like that. That doesn't mean that it's not permanent. That doesn't mean that it is permanent. But
that could be a load of crap.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it definitely is true, but I kind of believe him. But my whole take on it is like, okay, it's a comic book. Yes, that is a wow reveal. I don't think it's to be permanent, but like people stop sending death threats to the writer. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just I'm calling all you people out. You suck if you do that. Like just straight up honest. That's
you
ridiculous.
sent one video.
Shut. We know you didn't, Carnage. Okay.
Just a quiet. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry there.
Sorry there. Okay.
So,
moving on.
Next, we have some news about Thor Ragnarok, and we have the confirmation that Hulk is gonna have the Planet Hulk armor, where he has like one armored arm. That's a lot of arms.
There was some other news too. I just think it's awesome that's it's kind of my fault because I put that in the show notes because I was like, hey, there's news. There was a little bit of other news that had to do with I think some casting, like something about Valkyrie's gonna have a bigger role. Something just saying that basically yes, you're gonna get like cleared. The whole Odin Loki situation is gonna be cleared up. But yeah, like the main thing I took away from it was like, yes, Hulk gets his armored arm.
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
Armor.
I really like the Planet Hulk armor, and I think it's awesome that they're doing that storyline for the movie.
Yeah, I think I've actually personally been waiting for a long time for the Planet Hulk. even a movie, but I mean...
Well, there was like a movie in like the 90s that was called Planet Hulk. I haven't watched it, but I
wasn't it a cartoon?
I don't know. It probably was. I have no idea.
I mean, I was indifferent about the cartoon. I liked the cartoon.
Hulk.
What were you saying, John? I heard Connor, not John.
Yeah.
There was a cartoon version of Planet Hulk. I do remember that. Beta Ray Bill was in it.
Oh, Beta Ray Bill is so great.
Isn't he like the animal?
Yeah, he's the weird animal thing.
He's the horse Thor.
Yeah, it's not really a horse, but he's just weird. He's so funny. He's not funny, but he's just so cool. They should make a figure of him.
They totally should.
Okay, so moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.
Oh, here's a great transition I got for you there, because you know what some of the Guardians of the Galaxy news was? Thor's going to be making an appearance.
Yep.
Say what?
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 Tweeted I don't know if he tweeted it, but he showed off a photo on social media of him with the Thor hammer, and apparently saying that Thor's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Your audio is sounding
I think that makes
weird.
sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're glitching out.
$6.
Mine does?
Yeah, a little bit. It does make dollars, John. It does.
Well, duh. Marvel movies make tons of money.
But I think it's gonna be a good way to tie it in, kind of to like Infinity Wars and with because obviously everyone's gonna need tied in with everyone. And Earth Heroes, it's not a big deal because everyone basically already is. Guardians of the Galaxy obviously needed someone to pull them in, and Thor is the right choice because he's the only really mainly cosmic character we have right now that like goes in space a lot in other places other than
from
Earth.
the Avengers, yeah, so that makes sense.
The only other people that isn't Humans after Infinity War?
It got pushed back past Phase 3.
That's what I thought.
It hasn't been canceled, but it's been pretty much everything but straight up canceled right now.
I feel bad for Inhumans, but I know I don't watch the show, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is... You didn't know what show I was talking about.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Apparently is doing a lot with Inhumans right now, but no one...
Yeah, I think the one main character, Skye, is an Inhuman.
She's not really called Skye anymore.
Oh,
do you watch it?
I don't. I watched like 2
Daisy.
episodes. I wasn't sucked in. I'm not a huge fan of the show.
Wait,
Shut up.
John, do you watch it?
I haven't seen this latest season yet.
Oh.
I've seen everything but this latest season.
Whoa.
Cool.
Cool.
That's a lot more than me.
Yeah, I think I saw the pilot episode. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that in like the second episode.
Okay, Agent Coulson needs to be brought back into the movies. Like, please.
I'm not totally against that, but I'm not totally for it.
I would be like, I'm not rooting for that to happen, but if it did happen, I'd be like, hey, I like him.
But no one knows.
No, seriously, Connor. Seriously.
No one knows that Agent Coulson's still alive.
Yeah, that is true.
I know.
Well, we know. No one in the cinematic universe does.
Seriously, Connor.
But Skye does.
I don't know who Skye is.
She's the hot one.
Okay.
Moving
on.
Yes. Sylvester. Also, one quick thing to note: Sylvester Stallone was cast for Guardians 2.
Okay, he better be good.
What?
Because he's not good in any space movies or anything.
Oh, I know Big Trouble in China got casted as the dad.
That's not confirmed, but
I thought it was confirmed.
No, because now people are like, is Sylvester Stallone his dad?
Oh God, no.
It's definitely one of those two, though.
It's Adam Warlock. I hope it is.
Adrian.
Okay.
I honestly just don't care.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
Anyway,
I will only accept Sylvester Stallone in that movie if he boxes Thanos.
That's not gonna happen. They each
How amazing would that be?
They each have an Infinity Gauntlet.
Wait. The other news for Guardians. This was actually pretty important. The villain has been confirmed.
Oh yeah, it's that girl. I forgot.
It's the girl, which further points to it being Adam Warlock, because Warlock was created to be the perfect guy, and this woman that's the villain, she was created to be the perfect girl, and supposedly
Adam and Eve symbolism.
To be. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so next, Batman, Ben Affleck directing and starring in the solo Batman movie.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's great that they greenlit this. I hope it becomes its own trilogy.
Ben Affleck is, I think, the best Batman so far. And, besides Adam West. Let's get that out of the way.
Or no, I don't even know what the dude's name is, but from the Black and White 4-Day cereal. That dude.
Okay, but anyway, Ben Affleck...
Is that from the nipples one?
Shut up.
Okay, but Ben Affleck has been a good Batman, and I think he's going to do good things with it. Better than...
George Clooney.
No. Better than anyone else who would direct it would do. So I think I can trust him in taking on a Batman solo film.
Batman is one thing I really liked in Batman vs. Superman, so...
Batman is the only thing I liked in Batman vs. Superman.
Okay,
Lewis Wilson, that was his name.
No one cares.
I also really
He
like...
was like one of the first... He was like the first actor to play DC Comics character Batman on screen in the 1943 film serial Batman.
Still don't care.
Yeah, that is true. No, I don't think I care either. The only other thing I really liked was Jesse Eisenberg, but that's only because I like Jesse Eisenberg.
I love Jesse Eisenberg. He is one of my favorite actors. Okay, I don't care if you don't like him as Lex Luthor. He's Lex Luthor's son. He's not the same Lex Luthor, and he is a great actor. I don't care if you don't like him in that movie. I just love him as an actor. So
don't hate on the actor. The actor did an amazing job.
Jesse Eisenberg is a good actor.
Yeah, if you don't like the Lex Luthor and Batman v Superman, blame the writers because they wrote that character.
They writ that.
Shut up. They wrote that. They wrote that character, and that's why they cast him because they were like, "Hey, he would be good for this role that we wrote." So he did a great job, and he's a good actor.
Now you see me too. This is totally off topic. I love that movie, and I love the first one. Jesse Eisenberg is just the best. I love him.
I would like to be vocal about something that I may have a big concern about.
What?
Okay, jeez.
For the Batman movie?
The reason why is because from the commercials for Suicide Squad, it kind of seems that they have Joker and Lex Luthor backwards. I understand the Lex Luthor Jr. thing, but to me, at least the Joker that we've seen, at least from the Joker we've seen from Suicide Squad seems a bit more how Lex Luthor.
I think the Joker's gonna do a lot more freaky Joker stuff in the movie, and we just don't see it in the trailer.
Yeah, like I said, right now it's just from the trailers.
Yeah, in the trailers.
But Connor, that is a very valid point. I never thought about that, and I kind of agree.
At least Joker in the trailers.
Joker from the trailers,
I'm not saying...
he could be completely different. He could be completely psychotic like he is in the comics. But from what I've seen from the commercials, it seems like he's more of the authoritative. If him and Lex Luthor Jr. would be in a team, it seems like if you take from a comic standpoint, the Joker in the movies from the commercials seems like he'd act more like the Lex Luthor from the comics.
This could be totally...
vice versa.
This could be totally a lie, but I did read somewhere that the actor playing Joker in the new one,
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
He did method acting, and he did some creepy stuff to the other cast. He sent them dead animals and stuff. Which
he's done some insane stuff that I've heard about.
And it sounds like it's gonna be really cool. But I agree with you in the trailer. Yes. Can we talk about something real quick? I hate all the movie Batman logos that are recent. Why can't they just have a cool Batman logo that's not totally fat and weird?
I like the
I never understood the
logo.
Oh, and I know this is probably never going to happen, but I'd love to see Batman with some blue on him. I agree. Like Batman with
love
blue.
A blue suit.
Definitely.
Okay, well...
I think that, at least in film industry-wise, I think it's too far gone for that. But I would love to see.
No
but
one
I
has
think
done
it's
that in a
done.
long time, so I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Except for Lewis Wilson back in the 40s.
Shut up.
I'm gonna
It
say
was black and white. It was black and white.
So one thing I'm
I
gonna
know, but it
say
could
is
be
that
blue.
I'm gonna say your problem with the bat logo, that's not going away. That's not changing.
I know.
The blue outfit, if we do get a new Batman trilogy, it's possible we'll see him don it at some point.
Seriously doubt
because
it. I would love it, but
it's possible though, because Batman is one of those characters that like he is known for having a billion suits, like Iron Man, sort of. Not as many, but like
yeah.
But like he has a suit for almost any occasion, so I wouldn't rule out, especially because they've gone to the point where in this DC cinematic universe they like visual Easter eggs to the comics. So I wouldn't doubt that we might get a scene at some point if there's a trilogy, big if, where maybe he gets blue, but maybe not.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is for this Batman solo movie, I'm confident it will be good because I like this Batman.
Yeah.
I would like it to be a trilogy, and I would really like that story to be the Red Hood arc.
That would be amazing. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Did you guys hear about the Injustice 2 stuff?
Yes.
Yes, Atrocitus.
We talked about that.
We are gonna talk about that. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
Okay. Next, the Justice League movies. They're gonna happen, but also Cyborg's solo movie. I think I did a video on this a while ago. Movie was replaced with a Teen Titans movie, which I think is a good choice.
Oh, it was replaced totally.
Yeah, because I don't know if he's still going to be in the Justice League, though, then. Because...
No, he definitely is.
Okay,
that's confirmed.
I'd like if they went with the TV lineup, the good show, not the Teen Titans Go one.
That's still the same lineup, isn't it?
It's Starfire, Raven, Robin.
It's still
Cyborg
all the
and Beast
same.
Boy.
I'd like to have...
I'd
like to have
Condor, that is the same exact cast.
Kid Flash in it too.
Oh, I thought there was a new person in it.
Nope.
No.
Or they replaced somebody. Oh, never mind.
Like
I said, I barely watched the new show.
I'd like Kid Flash to be in it too.
I agree.
Kid Flash.
I agree.
I love
Kid Flash.
Flash in DC Rebirth issue 1, which is the only issue. It's like a one shot.
Great.
Amazing.
Anyone?
I would not mind him in it. I don't.
Okay, no.
Do that.
Straight up, I want Young Justice to come back.
That would be awesome.
I want them to finish that show.
Yes.
Agreed.
Want that show back. I love that show. That is
cliffhanger. The freaking cliffhanger.
That's probably I would go as far to say that is my favorite DC material, period. For me.
I gotta go with Flash, the TV show.
I haven't been watching Flash.
Yeah, me neither.
The Flash TV show is okay.
I watched the first season, but I heard the second. From what I've seen in the second season, it's gotten really good. I'm a big Flash dude, so.
I like Flash too. Oh, but what we were supposed to talk about really for this is that there's a director change for Justice League 2.
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't know. I think it was confirmed where I read it, but I don't know for sure. Is it?
I think it is, and I think it was it for the second Justice League movie?
It's not for the first. The first has already been shooting.
That's what I thought.
Looking up.
But either way, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super disappointed that they're changing up the directors, because like Zack Snyder, he did a lot of things I liked in Batman vs Superman, but there was too many things I didn't like.
There were a lot of problems.
Yeah, it wasn't an awful movie. It wasn't. I would even go as far to say it wasn't bad, but it was just okay. Which is almost the worst thing you can do for a movie, because at least if you're bad, you stand out. But Batman vs Superman, it didn't stand out at all.
It exists. It's a thing. I acknowledge it that it's a thing. That's it.
I don't like it.
There are aspects I like
Zack Snyder as director. The reason I don't like him as director is because he's a very visual director, like 300. Like, in that, he did well because it's a very visual thing. Batman Superman's not as visual as it is. It's not as visual because they are more character-based stories.
Yeah, they need story,
like 300. Yeah. Like, 300 is a very visual. Batman and Superman should have been a very character-driven story.
Also, he needs to learn. He needs to learn how to treat his characters right, like how you said. Because like Superman had like what 42 lines or something. I think
something
it was
extremely low.
I remember that I saw.
No, I think it was actually even less.
I think it was like 40 or something.
His name is in the title. It's in the title. Come on.
I saw that Spider-Man had more lines
That's
than
what
Superman.
it was. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
which is ridiculous.
Had more. That's just sad right there. But either way, so yeah, director change could be a good thing.
That's our Batman v Superman review.
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway.
It was me.
Okay.
Move on.
I really like the ending.
Oh, shut up!
I hate you.
I really like the credits.
Shut up. Okay, move on.
Guy's name is amazing.
Next thing.
Civil War. I'm not really gonna do a whole. We're not gonna do. Yeah, we're just lot because we did a
quick non-spoiler thoughts because we already did a full spoiler review.
Link in the description with me, Erimus Prime, and Darth Forge. I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was the best one.
You can listen.
It's still not my favorite Marvel movie. My favorite Marvel movie is still Winter Soldier. And I might like Guardians of the Galaxy better than it. I'm not sure. But it's a great movie. I give it a 9 out of 10, which is different from what I gave it on the show. On the review, because I thought about it, and I've changed it. 9 out of 10. I gave it
you had an 8.5 before, right? Yeah, so on the review, you can listen to the review if you want our full thoughts.
Spoilers.
Yeah, because and it's my favorite movie, and honestly, I can't point out any. There's nothing I could think of that they did wrong that I wish they would have done different in this movie. Really, to be honest, for Civil War, it was that good. It's my favorite Marvel movie, better than Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy for me. Both of those movies I love. They are near perfect.
Yeah.
Civil War, I straight up, I even said it on the review. It's I can't give it a 9.5 out of 10. There's just nothing it does wrong to deserve that. It deserves a 10 out of 10 for me, which is incredible. So, yeah.
I don't think it was that good.
Hey,
it was a 9.
The ending is
the
ending is comparable to Batman v Superman's ending.
No,
wait, I remember that. The only reason I say that too is because whenever in the very beginning, so I guess it's not too much of a spoiler. I'll just say a character says Bucky, and then Captain America gets thrown by it. So what's the difference between that and the Martha argument from Batman v Superman?
It's still pretty different, but I don't want to talk about it because we're gonna go into spoilers.
Yeah, but just to me, it had the same effect.
I agree, and I don't give the Batman vs Superman the Martha scene as much crap as everyone else does because I got what they were going for, and I personally understood it.
I personally really like it. Personally, one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But
it could have been. I'm not going to deny it could have been done a little bit clearer, is how I'll say it. But I didn't have any problems with it. Is how.
I said, very visual director.
Yeah.
Your mom's name is my mom's name. Oh, let's be friends.
Yeah.
Shut up, John. Okay.
Anyway, we should move on.
Yeah. We all thought the movie was good for Civil War, so let's talk about other
varying
news.
degrees
It was amazing.
of good. Spider-Man in Civil War, he was pretty good, and his solo movie is coming up. The villain
has been confirmed to be. Is it? It's Vulture, but who's playing it? Michael Keaton. I want to say.
Michael Keaton, yeah, he's playing Vulture in the...
Yeah, which I'm just going to straight up say, I called Vulture, and I'm very proud of that.
I hope they do it
I called it too.
I
like Vulture. He's a good villain.
I did not call the other villain, which is the Tinkerer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a side villain.
The Tinkerer
is going to be there.
I don't think I know who that is.
Googling.
I know who the Tinkerer is?
I didn't know who the Tinkerer was before, and after I looked him up, I don't really like him that much.
I looked up Toy.
I'm not gonna, because obviously they're gonna change it for the movie, obviously somewhat, but I'm just gonna say I don't like what I've seen of that guy. So, but I am happy about Vulture. There's nothing compelling about him for me, and also and I'm not saying characters have to have cool designs, but I think his design straight up sucks.
He's an old man.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Vulture's an old man, but has a somewhat cool costume, but no, Tinkerer
Well, yeah,
does
that's
not.
what I mean.
And there's nothing that I find compelling about his character.
What
So
do you
I'm not
mean?
going to say there's nothing interesting about him.
He just wants to make money, so he rips people off.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
it's not interesting.
is cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the Spider-Man movie. So excited. Also, really, really excited for that Venom
What?
spin-off movie. There's a Venom movie coming.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I've been waiting
I
for that.
cannot wait
Is it-
for that.
I don't know if
Wait,
it's confirmed.
did you guys seriously not know this?
I didn't
heard
hear
of
that.
I thought it was canceled.
Yeah.
No. Venom is getting his own solo movie. It was confirmed. This was confirmed post-Civil War. So, like, it's happening now. I know that it was talked about
I
before,
dare
but
Marvel
I
to
do.
mess that up because that is my favorite character.
Venom is so cool.
Okay,
Well,
Marvel
why is your name
won.
Connor Carnage then, and not Connor
don't-
Venom?
Shut up.
I don't
It
think
doesn't sound
Marvel
as
will
cool,
mess it up.
Connor.
Because Marvel does a good job, and Venom is a character that is...
Okay,
I
Venom,
will admit, Venom is a character that is going to be hard to get right.
Venom looked
I will say,
cool
but-
in the first Tobey Maguire series. He looked cool. It's just the
No.
fact that every time he talked, he peeled back the Venom to see his face, and no one wanted to see
He
the
didn't
actor's
look
face.
cool.
He did.
He had...
looked
Okay,
fine.
no, he didn't. He had the stupid webbing all over him, like Spider-Man. Like, you know how Spider-Man had those raised webbing back then?
It wasn't terrible.
But he had it all over him, and it was like silverish, so it
There
was
was
pretty
raised
obvious.
webbing in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, I know.
It
I'm
wasn't
not
as
saying
prominent as the Tobey Maguire one.
Yes, but I'm not even saying that the raised webbing on Spider-Man is something I hate. I don't mind it. I don't like it, but I don't. I don't like it on the Spider-Man. But like on Venom, I hated it. But I didn't. But like I will deny that Venom was cool in Spider-Man 3. But yeah, like you said, like seriously, every time he talked, he just pulled back his mask and
That
you barely
was
got to
just
see
the
his
worst.
Venom face. So
That's like in
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which is not a great movie, but how Shredder only had his helmet on for like 2 seconds, and the helmet looked awesome, but he just never had it on. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on.
yeah. But either way, so Spider-Man movie, yeah, that's
Vulture,
exciting because
Michael
Spider-Man was
Keaton,
awesome. And,
Tinkerer.
yeah, and Venom solo movie's happening, but we have no idea whether that's going to be like Agent Venom or
Eric-
Real Venom or what.
Eric,
We'll
your
see.
audio's really weird.
Yeah, you're weird. I mean,
Okay,
your
weird.
audio's weird.
wait, Eric, talk.
I am.
Spider-Man.
right
Okay,
now
you sound fine
talking.
now. Okay, next, X-Men Apocalypse spoiler-free review. We will probably, maybe, eventually do a spoiler review. I thought it was okay. There were a lot of problems with it, though.
I have not seen it yet.
Oh, well, this is a spoiler-free review, so
From what I heard, it's a very okay.
yeah.
I love the Quicksilver scene.
Yeah, Quicksilver is
Amazing.
Quicksilver is just so great. He's Nightcrawler. I really liked too. He was awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and say that like this movie has not got great ratings, and honestly, I think it's because of Civil War. I'm going to completely blame it on Civil War. It's Civil War's fault. It's not supposed to be like Civil War, but also, if this would have come out like right after Batman vs Superman, everyone would have thought it was amazing.
I guess, but
Well, not amazing, but they would have thought it was really, really good.
one of
'Cause,
the
like,
things,
honestly, it wasn't bad.
possibly the best thing about this movie for me is the very end.
really like
You see the characters in the suits they finally should be in, and it's just
Yeah,
it's
I did like that.
so exciting.
The
That
suits
was
were great.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, you just spoiled that.
I'm just kind of agreeing
I'm
with what you guys
sorry.
say. I'm just kind of agreeing because I haven't seen it yet.
That is a little bit of a spoiler.
But yeah, it's not
I'm
like I mean,
sorry.
obviously, it's not a story element, but you know.
Spoiler, they win.
But I'm gonna say.
Spoiler, everybody dies.
Okay,
Since we didn't do a review of this movie, I will give my off-the-cuff rating out of 10. I'll give this one a
6.
8.3. Because like, I don't want to give it an 8.5, but I don't want to give it an 8 because that's too close to my 7.5/8 I gave Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's definitely a notch above that. I'd give it like an 8.4.
I'm giving it an 8, just because it's an 8 for I think I did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 at 8.
No, you gave it like a 7, didn't you?
No, I gave it at least an 8. I was thinking either 8 or 8.5. But this movie is totally different, and it's that for totally different reasons. But I think it's in terms of how much I like it, it's comparable to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I probably like it a little more though.
I like this one more, but it's not nearly
Darth Forge,
fun. But
John?
It's not fun. It's not fair to compare them.
Yeah.
I'd rate it at 8.2.
Not 8.25? Wow. No,
I think
TBD.
I
Doesn't
think
deserve that
fair.
much credit. That's 0.05.
Yeah, Conrad's
0.05 above.
Connor hasn't seen it, so this
TBD.
that just means he's an awful fan. No, I'm just kidding.
no, but okay, we'll move on. Next,
Yeah.
Punisher
series announced. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Haven't seen season 2 yet.
Yeah, me
You
neither.
haven't seen season 2 yet? What's
Neither
wrong with
have I.
you people?
Yeah, we've
None of
only
us have.
NightWolf. I've only watched
kind
the
of been
first
living
couple
under a rock.
episodes.
Was I the only one that saw season 2? Whenever it came out, I just binged all of it.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I've kind of been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You
I would
people
like
You
to watch
are a rock, Connor.
Like I said,
But
Dwayne Johnson turned into
John,
wrestling podcast.
You said that you think that this is like the most definitive version we'll ever see on screen of this character, right? You said that before to me,
Punisher.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Punisher.
definitely... It's my most favorite.
So you stand by that
Yes,
statement
why?
still? Okay, I was just making sure because like I take your word for it. Then I bet this series will be pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that Punisher is really great on Daredevil. So the next
Yeah.
3 series are rumors that
These are all
Okay,
rumors, so none
so
of these
next,
are confirmed, but pretty reliable
the first one
sources.
is Blade. So
The Vampire Hunter.
man,
know.
I don't know much about him, so I'm indifferent to it. I definitely
He had
won't
movies
watch it.
before. He's
Yeah,
definitely.
he definitely had movies before. I've seen them.
I heard.
Yeah,
I heard they were bad.
I liked the first one.
No,
They weren't
I've heard-
perfect.
Yeah,
I heard it went on like the Matrixes, which I've also not seen. That it was like the first one was okay, it was like decent, and then I think there were 3, right?
Wait,
thought
you
there
haven't
were
seen
4.
The Matrix?
No,
I thought there were 4.
It's
don't know.
Inception
But
with fighting.
I heard it got worse as it went on, like which is not uncommon.
I'm not surprised, and also one that just means the character is somewhat not popular, but he is somewhat known because I've talked to people that aren't huge comic book fans, but like they know who Blade was more than I do, which is odd because I knew nothing about this character before.
I definitely won't watch it, but just because I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows.
He's a day
but
walker.
It would be cool.
But I'm just gonna say the movies necessarily being good or bad won't really have an impact on the series.
No,
I don't think because like they might get the same actor back though since he just got out of jail. I'm just kidding. They probably aren't gonna get him. He just got out of jail. Keyword what I just
What
said.
was he in jail from?
Tax fraud.
He's
He
Wesley Snipes.
He faked his taxes. That's what happens when you don't pay your taxes, kids. You go to jail.
When you're rich, that's just
Yeah, I know.
So
that's just really you're so
jerky.
stupid.
You're just such a jerk. Okay, moving on. Ghost
But I've
Rider.
heard that the actor was pretty good. Yeah, Ghost Rider's the other one. This one I'm like kind of hesitant about because like they would need a decent amount of CG for it.
I think it could be really
Yeah.
cool. I don't think this one's as likely to happen, but I would love it to. That would
Okay,
be really cool.
one theory I heard is that this is like an origin series for him, the first season at least, and so that's why they won't have to pay a ton for CG throughout the whole season because he won't be
For who?
Ghost Rider
Ghost
E the
Rider.
whole season.
If he isn't, and that's true, I think it's gonna get bad ratings because if you're looking at a Ghost Rider show, not that you can't have an origin, but you have to have enough Ghost Rider in it, otherwise people are gonna be like, no.
I'm gonna
Who would
disagree,
you
and I'm
want
gonna say it
to be
depends
the main
how good
character?
it is. Ghost Rider?
Yeah, which Ghost Rider?
I don't
What?
know.
The
There's
only Ghost...
multiple people.
Okay, the one that has... Okay, if there's a Ghost Rider show, it's gonna be the one that was in the movies before.
The Nicolas
That-
Cage one,
Johnny
right?
Not
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah, exactly, him.
Okay, I heard this rumor that
He's
Daryl
not my
Reedus
favorite.
or Norman Reedus really wants to play him, and I wouldn't be against it. He plays Daryl in Walking Dead.
I don't watch Walking Dead.
Oh, I think
definitely-
I just heard
Crossbow
that too.
guy.
Yeah, I heard
I think
that
I would
too.
like that because he's a big biker guy, and I mean, he
He's
says
a
he
good
really wants to
actor.
play him.
I don't like
He's a
Walking
great actor.
Dead, but I think that he would be a good. I think
the
that he
reason
would
why-
be a good one. A good
Watch
Ghost
Boondock
Rider.
Saints. Watch Boondock Saints, and then that's what makes me feel like he might be at least a decent Ghost Rider. I don't know. I think he would be better than Johnny Cage because Johnny Cage. Well, I don't know how he would fare against Johnny Cage because I love Johnny Cage as Ghost Rider personally.
The first movie was good. The other ones were not so good.
Well, no, duh. The first one I liked. A lot of people did not, but I really liked.
I did. Really?
Okay. Well,
The first one was better than the second.
Then
Yeah, Spirit of
Absolutely.
Vengeance. It had, which is sad because it had some things that were good about it, but the bad far outweighed the good.
yeah.
Like the Ghost
Okay.
Rider, like the Ghost himself, the skull looks so good.
it
but-
does.
But he acted so not Ghost Rider-y.
Well, the last rumored series is one that I think has to happen, and
Yeah.
it's Moon Knight. And
Yes,
okay,
totally
just so
agree.
He's
you know,
definitely the least known to the public, though.
yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
He's
only because he
schizophrenic
has,
white Batman. White
he,
suit, not skin.
he has okay.
Turns
he-
out Batman
he's-
is secretly black.
He's become so much more popular recently just because every YouTuber has been like, hey, you know who's a really underrated character? Moon Knight. And so he's become a lot more popular. He's still not known to the general public, but
Who was it?
this
I think Michael
series is just
Fassbender
so
said he
cool.
wants to play him. I'm not sure.
Really?
Googling. I think so. Which I think would be a perfect fit.
Who is he?
Yeah.
I know the name.
He was Magneto, young Magneto in X-Men.
Oh. Yeah.
He's also playing the assassin in the Assassin's Creed movie. coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed
I'm calling
to
right
that.
now. It's gonna be terrible. I'm calling that
I
right
don't-
now.
I don't like the
think
Animus.
it's gonna be awful, but okay, we're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
Most
I
movie.
wouldn't be opposed to Michael Fassbender.
I don't know though, but that's my personal fan choice. But I think I may have heard
He's a
rumor.
good actor.
Okay. Darth Forge, were you saying something? Maybe?
It was about the Assassin's Creed thing.
Oh. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
We can maybe do a video on our thoughts about that at some point. But either way, I'm
tomorrow.
excited because Moon Knight looks awesome. Like the character design.
Yeah.
I will say the character design is awesome, and I've read his new series, the first couple issues, and I
Moon Knight is
like it.
ridiculously great. He had a new series that started up like a year at most ago. So Marvel keeps restarting series so many times. But his suit is awesome. Once he this is totally in the comics, but once he can lock his suit so it can stay still and basically not be crushed by anything. So he was holding a building up. He got out of the suit while it was locked and fought, I forget who it was, a villain in his underwear. Oh, and I forget who it is. The character who can copy people's
There was this
fighting
one panel
styles.
that I saw.
Taskmaster.
Yeah, he fought Moon Knight and he was like,
Taskmaster.
I don't want to copy his fighting style because he prefers to take a punch instead of dodge one.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing that before, yeah.
He's so cool.
I like Taskmaster. I really like Moon Knight, but I really like Taskmaster. He's been suggested as the villain for Deadpool 2.
No.
Taskmaster, if you didn't know.
I wouldn't like that.
Why?
No.
I just Deadpool
Hey,
to me is
I
Have
don't
you
like
read
that.
Taskmaster? Have you read the series where Taskmaster and Deadpool
I mean,
interacted?
sorta.
It was pretty good.
Okay. Well, next, We have an image. This is a figures now, Eric. You can put that out.
I already got them the pictures.
It is of the Spider Man wing.
First, before we say anything, all the pictures for figures we're talking about are from MarvelousNews.com. They are not ours.
Yes.
Especially we're going to talk about X-Men Legends, which are like comparison ones, which I know JC worked to put together. Those are not our images. They are his. We're giving full credit to Marvelous News.
Yes.
Just so you know. So we're not stealing their pictures. So yeah, first reveal.
Miles Morales, who is actually kind of short.
No, we're talking about Ashley Barton.
Well, yeah. We have
reveals.
other pictures. Okay.
The actual reveals.
Yeah.
So Ashley Barton, Spider-Woman, also known by another name in the comics. From the Old Man Logan series.
Bleep.
Yeah.
Spider.
She's not a nice girl. Spider. No,
Spiders.
But
She looks
Spider
cool.
Woman.
It's nice to be getting a figure of a Spider-Verse character that is like very obscure. This is not one that has been around long or done anything.
None of this,
major.
Almost none of the Spider-Verse
hasn't
have been around long though.
She's the kingpin of her universe, where Hulk also has his own country. So I mean, yeah.
Old Man Logan? What?
Yeah. She's from Old Man Logan.
Okay.
She killed the Kingpin and became the Kingpin. So it's a Spider-Woman that is the Kingpin. She's not nice. But either way, so she's with Silk as a, like, not casemate, but what do they call it? Not wave mate. Either way, they're...
A mate. But not as an actual mate.
No, but it's like...
She's a woman.
No, because it's like...
Really,
it's whenever they have two figures that are on the same packaging, like they have the same packaging. They're able to be switched out. But either way, those two are paired together. Miles Morales and Peter Parker in the new mold, Spider-Man mold, as a young boy. So they're paired together, and then also our other reveal, which is Hobgoblin, who I think looks amazing.
Yeah.
But the reveal is Electro.
But we have better pictures of him in a minute. Hobgoblin, didn't they do a Build-A-Figure of him before?
That was a very different Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I know it was totally different. But yes, that Build-A-Figure looked super cool, and this one looks cool too. I liked it.
I'm not going to deny that it probably was cool, but I'm extremely biased when it comes to Spider-Man characters because I really, really love my classic Spider-Man characters. And I like classic Hobgoblin. That was not classic Hobgoblin at all.
It wasn't supposed to be.
I know it wasn't supposed to be. I didn't like it. But this one also comes with an interchangeable head, which is like a demon Hobgoblin. I forget what series it's from. Either way, it has another head. But what we're talking about first is the reveal of Electro. That Electro is a thing. So yeah.
Yeah, in this picture you can see he also has he has the classic head, which actually looks pretty nice, and also he has the head that I think he has now in the comics, that it's basically looks like the classic head, it just doesn't have the lightning mask thing.
Are you on the
image with, you can see,
now?
Yes. Well, not like him out of package, but him in the package with
we don't have any out of package.
Yeah. And you can also
he
see...
comes with an alternate head. Like, I think everyone in the wave, except for Ashley Spartan Spider-Woman, has an alternate head.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, because Silk, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Hobgoblin, Electro, yes, they all have alternate heads. And Electro has his modern costume and along with his modern head, but he also has a classic head. And people have been complaining, saying that the classic head doesn't look good on the modern costume. I personally don't care. The head is the thing that always stood out about him anyways, and so it works for me. It's green and yellow, the body.
Okay.
I don't really care about the body that much. It's
So-
the head that they needed to nail, and they did. So
Here we see the Peter Parker next to Punisher, and Punisher looks so much bigger than him, which is actually good because like Peter Parker is a kid, and so is Miles Morales. He's the same mold, and I actually think that's a good thing.
yeah, I love how small he looks next to him. What do you think about the scale, Darth Forge?
The scale is amazing. I always liked the younger Peter Parker as Spider-Man. That's my preferred age, and he definitely looks like a little kid.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this may end up being my Civil War Spider-Man figure.
Yeah, because
honestly,
that's what it should be.
I don't like the movie Civil War Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure they revealed. It kind of sucks, at least how it looks right now. Because like it has molded in webbing, like how on the costume, like how the other movies' costumes actually did in the movies, but this one doesn't in the movies. So why?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Next,
And it just doesn't look that good. This one does look good because he's small. Yay!
we also
Because
have an
comics.
image of the Build-A-Figure, which is
Oh yeah.
Venom
that's
Space
so
Knight.
great.
It's a terrible image. Just
We're gonna
'cause it's
talk
so-
about the comic series later. Like towards the end,
Yeah.
me and Darth Forge will review it because we both read it. I really, really love this character
the
design.
Build-A-Figure actually. I mean,
And
it's
so
really blurry.
cool.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I love this design of Venom, and I could not be more happy that they're making it. I never thought we'd get a figure of this, so I'm delighted. This is amazing. Like, oh,
Agreed.
Yeah, it looks
I really like
really
this
cool.
design.
Okay. Next we have.
I'm just here to agree.
Now we're gonna start comparing the
Hey,
figures from the new
X-Men
figures
Marvel
to the,
Legends,
Yeah, the Marvel Legends to the old Toy Biz ones.
Toy Biz Marvel Legends. But these are the new. Yeah, the new Hasbro ones are on the right versus the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends, which are on the left.
Connor,
So cables
can you-
first, right?
Connor, you can see the pictures Eric's sending, right?
Yeah, which one are we talking about
Okay.
first?
Cable.
Yeah, I see it.
These are two totally different cables, so it's hard for me to even compare. I do really like the new cable. I also really like the old one because it's just the X-Force costume. The one thing I especially like about the new figure is that he has the metal on his face, and the old one does not. He's had like a little bit of metal for a long time, and also you could see him with the other one with his armor and stuff on, which also looks.
Which is
cool.
the also different. It's the different paint scheme.
I don't like it as much. I think I'd have to say I like the new cable better,
I do too.
but it's tough.
I don't like the old one as much as the new one, only because I'm kind of one of those people that like realistic looking things. In
Yeah,
terms of like,
then definitely the new one's better
yeah.
for you.
I also like it because it gives me like a Terminator-esque feel to it.
The thing that I really like about the Toy Biz one especially is his arm. I like the way that looks more than the new one.
I like the way the Toys Biz one looks, but the proportions are a little weird.
I
I
wouldn't
like
say necessarily like the proportions, just the style of it.
The style.
'Cause
I like the
think that
style.
would transfer
I
well.
also still like the new one though. It kind of it looks Winter
Winter Soldier.
Soldier-esque.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I'd say that for me it's not even that close. I like the new one better.
Darth
not to
Forge.
say
Which one do you?
I don't dig.
Aramis?
It's like the new one better, I like the new one better. Yeah, what's your thoughts, John? What?
Sorry,
I like the newer one better.
You like the new one better? I think. So did everyone say the new one better?
Yeah, I'm a
What was
huge
that?
fan. I'm a huge fan of Cable and the X-Force. I have almost the first. I have a bunch of X-Force issues, including the first one, which was way overprinted. But can you stop, please?
Connor, shut up.
We have the Toy Biz one is way more accurate to the classic one. I still like the new figure better, just because obviously new figures are gonna be generally better, and it just looks more practical, like Carnage said.
Thank you.
So next,
I think the sculpt looks more clean in this new one.
it does. Like the older, like the Toy Biz one,
Has to be expected since it's much newer.
Yeah.
Also, so I wouldn't necessarily say that's Toy Biz's fault. Toy Biz's were very, very good for the time.
Okay, so next we have Havoc.
Also, you can't see in this picture, but Havoc, the new one, comes with new like effects that are blue, which can go around his hands, which look handsome, and they can also apparently somehow we've seen in images attached to like his chest, which is something he does. It looks cool. They're technically two different costumes, but
yeah, I like the newer one better for obvious reasons. It
obviously
just looks cooler. The black is broken up a lot better again because it's a different costume. But
obviously they aren't even that different. This character's costume hasn't changed that much over time.
I definitely like the new one better, but it's obvious that the new one's better. It's not even like a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks more clean. It just looks more clean overall.
Definitely. And the colors, color breakup. Yeah.
Sorry, Darth Forge, what did you say about it? You like the new one better, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more clean. I like the sculpt a lot better.
Yeah. Alright.
Ooh, next we have one that I'm really looking forward to.
Choo-choo!
Erimus Prime, you want to introduce it?
You have the picture up? It's Iceman!
Yeah. The old one, the Toy Biz one, just
getting cold in here.
The Toy Biz one just sucks.
It
so
sucks.
bad.
Yeah, it's awful.
So bad.
One thing to say about the new one, in this picture, it looks kind of weird. In every other in-hand images I've seen, it has some like paint on it that makes it look a little less weird.
The color
like, I mean, obviously it's supposed to have clear plastic and it's supposed to look clear, but like
I mean, I know it's bad, but you don't have to be so cold-hearted.
But this is shut up. This is looking kind of weird compared to other pictures I've seen of this figure. Either way, it's a really good mold.
It still looks so much better than the Toy Biz one.
It's also based. It's based off the Spider-Man mold.
The Toy Biz's one looks like it's glaring at its creator. Like, why did you make me this way?
Ice Woman.
I see that now. Just it does look like it's glaring.
His lips too.
Yeah, it has red lipstick on.
It looks.
Yeah,
so
but I
cool.
really like the new one. The new one looks great.
Yeah, it does. It looks really cool. So next we have
Kitty Pryde.
Chill and get to the next one.
Kitty Pryde looks nice.
Okay,
Her
the old one's face sucked.
It's like, It's just so
repeat
weird.
that again.
I'm not saying that the new one.
One's face
the new
sucks.
one's is. Yeah.
No, the thing.
Oh.
The new one is like I like the costume better, but obviously it's two different costumes, not super different, but I like the new ones better. Just that has nothing to do with the figure, just the costume they picked.
And I like the dragon.
Also, the dragon is way better.
For obvious reasons. The pick one is just
It's really weird.
It looks like a stuffed animal.
The new one looks like it's choking her neck, though. Just saying. I mean, I'm sure that's how it attaches, so it stays on.
It can attach on several places, so you don't have to have it there either.
It does kind of look like she's choking. It's choking her.
Yeah, but I definitely like I like the new one better.
Yeah.
This one's just not even close. Ooh, next one's a good one. Next one's a really good one.
We have
wait. One thing to note about Kitty Pryde before we go on. She has the most accessories. Well, no, not the most accessories. She has the most Build-A-Figure parts. Or, like, she has the most accessories that have nothing to do with her character. She has a Colossus Build-A-Figure part. She has her dragon. The dragon, which is a separate character in X-Men. And she has the Onslaught Build-A-Figure head for the classic Onslaught. So, obviously, Hasbro thought no one was going to buy this figure.
No, it's not Colossus Build-A-Figure. It's Juggernaut.
What? Oh, did I say Colossus?
Yeah, you said Colossus. It's
I keep doing that. Yeah, I know the difference, but I
heard
keep
Magneto.
saying Colossus.
Connor.
No one said Magneto. I said Onslaught later, which is almost like that. But no, Juggernaut. So she comes with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure part, the
Onslaught head,
classic
the original.
head,
So it is a Magneto head.
And then also this. Well, I didn't say.
Okay, well,
that though, so you didn't hear it. But also the dragon. So she comes with 3 things that you would need for other like characters or whatever. So there are 3 different reasons to buy her other than her. So Hasbro obviously thought that she wasn't going to sell well because they put her with several extra Build-A-Figure parts, but not.
Okay.
But the next figure we're going to talk
about
doesn't
have any
none.
Build-A-Figure parts. Deadpool.
Oh, so good.
This is actually a hard decision.
It's not for me.
The old one just has so many more accessories, and it looks.
No, it doesn't.
So cool. It has more.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
You can't see all of Deadpool's accessories in this picture here.
Well, he doesn't have his.
No, the new one has more. I'm serious. The new one has more.
Toy Biz one still looks great. Let's just say that. Like, it doesn't look crappy.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, like if someone offered me it, I would be like, yeah, I want it.
Yeah, I think they have
he
it.
He does not have the. What are Raphael's things called?
Katanas.
Size.
Size.
Yeah, they're called size.
I don't know.
Either way, whatever they are, the old Deadpool does have those too. The new one has a knife, but he has more accessories. Besides
he has a bomb.
You can't see all the ones that he has now.
I like the new one.
Like they aren't in the picture.
If you look at the new one's legs compared to the other one, especially his shins, the armor looks like so much cooler.
Also, the old one, its head is a little weird proportion-wise, and the shoulders are definitely weird.
Yeah, they're just totally
Whereas the new one definitely nailed.
So I do say the new one for obvious reasons.
Also, the new one comes with a Slade Wilson head. I just said, Wade Wilson.
It's not Deathstroke.
I said Slade, yeah. Slade Wilson, yeah, different hero.
Okay,
not hero. But yeah, Wade Wilson head. He comes with 2 pistols, 2 swords, knife. He definitely comes with a couple. I think he comes with like 2 assault rifles, a giant rocket launcher with like a fist boxing glove that you either take it out or put in, so you can have it be a regular rocket launcher or a boxing glove rocket launcher. And he also has what was the
a taco
thing? Oh, a taco, yeah. Which is just freaking awesome.
So he's a woman.
Why not?
The only complaint I have about this figure so far, you can't see it that great in this image, but you can notice it. His right hand has his pinky sticking out.
Yeah, you can see
I wish they would have had just normal hands.
When in doubt, pinky out. But that's so dumb. It is. Just why?
I mean, but it's kind of funny.
It is. At the same time, it's character though.
I'm not disagreeing that it doesn't.
You should get a regular hand too.
Yeah, I'm saying they should include alternate hands. They do that with some figures sometimes. So, nope, this figure does not have a healing factor, unlike the actual Deadpool. So we should move on to the next one.
The next one.
FYI, Darth Forge and Carnage. I put the next 2 out of order. So you have Phoenix next. It should really be Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue is next. The Toy Biz...
That seems like a Rogue element.
The Toy Biz face is off.
And the jacket makes her pose a little weird. Like, she can't be like...
Yeah, what's with the
She looks like she's very constipated.
The jacket, you want to know...
She looks so...
Yeah, her face is awful. But the jacket, the reason
she
it looks
sounds like
kind
she
of
has
bulky,
something stuck somewhere.
The jacket, the reason it's so bulky is because it's actually completely removable. Which Marvel Legends doesn't really do anymore because they don't want it to look. They don't want it to look like that. You can see why they don't do that anymore. So, also those are some
she
weird.
Looks like she's constipated.
Yeah, and those are some weird hip joints.
Yeah, what the heck?
The way they're.
I just realized that,
Eric.
They don't work.
She got hips that don't lie.
How like any modern figures do. No, they definitely lie because those do not look natural at all. They don't.
It looks like she's weird. Like. It looks like she.
You don't look natural, Eric.
She's so aggressive.
And then just twist it around.
What?
Yeah, just old one sucks. We can all agree.
It does look like that. Okay, so next.
Yeah.
Unless we want to talk about the terrible some more. Next we
have
Phoenix. Okay, the new one is
Jean Grey.
Phoenix.
The new one is obviously better. I do like the accessory the other one came with.
Yeah, I wish she had the fire.
I don't
effect for the Phoenix,
I don't expect them to have.
It looks like she just had Chipotle.
I don't expect like for Marvel Legends now to put in a full Phoenix Fire effect, but like they could do something similar a little bit to what they did with Havoc and have some fire effects, which I don't believe are included.
What is up with the old one's face? I mean, it just kind of looks like she's like
the new one.
I don't want to.
The new one.
I don't want to be politically correct or anything, but
What?
What?
You don't want to be politically correct?
Well, I mean, like, oh, shut up, John.
John, you're awful. I saw what you just said.
Like, I mean, like, mentally challenged.
Wow.
She does look almost cross-eyed. The Marvel Legends one looked like she's never been outside. She's just so pale.
She's pretty pale.
I mean, that's not a terrible thing.
I mean, she
There's
is
way
ginger.
worse things.
Ooh, but I want to move on to the next one.
Connor, you would know.
Next one I like.
For everyone who doesn't know,
I mean, I
Connor
ginger,
Carnage
so,
is
that's
a
why
ginger.
Connor Carnage, he's the red suit. So.
Okay, next, Wolverine.
Connor Carnage has no soul.
Oh, this is Wolverine in the brown suit.
Hey, I'll take yours.
So.
It's hard to see his claws in the Marvel Legends
Because the background.
They are there and they look fine.
But he also does have removable hands, like so he can do whatchamacallit. He can have unclawed hands.
The old
so like he comes with both.
The old Toy Biz one actually doesn't look that bad.
It looks pretty good.
The hands are weird though, like especially its right hand. It's just,
I don't hate it. I don't like it.
Its left hand looks fine.
But
the right one just looks so weird with the thumb and forefinger or whatever. It looks.
Those fingers can move though.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, they aren't stuck in place. The new one, I gotta say, I don't know if either one got the brown right. The old one is definitely too light.
This one's.
And the new one, I'm pretty sure, is a little too dark.
It looks black. It almost looks black.
I mean,
I
obviously
thought it was black.
Yeah.
Obviously, it could look different in person.
The belt on the new one, I don't remember seeing that anywhere.
They are both accurate because he's worn both variations of the belt.
I don't like the belt.
I know
it's accurate, like the new one, but I just don't like it at all. Like
it looks like he just found a red belt from like Home Depot.
Honestly,
so
I don't.
weird.
I just don't care. Either way. Oh, one thing I do like is that his claws on the new figure come out not from his knuckles. They come out from the back originally, like before, and they have the little like sockets, the metal like sockets where they can come out. They come out from the top.
That's cool.
Top of his hand instead of the claws from like his knuckles, because is how he originally did it. So yeah. Also, this figure is about 5.5. This is supposed to be 5.5
I like the new
inches
one's
tall.
boots.
So it's shorter than the other ones. Yes, I agree. I like the new one's boots too.
I like both of their boots, but the older one, the brown, is just. I know it's accurate, kind of.
He stepped in a lot of dog duty.
They're a little skinny too around the ankles.
They are.
The old one.
The new one does look a little skinny around the ankles too. If you look.
Yeah, but I mean,
I would say the other one is
proportionally
skinnier.
wise. I mean, it doesn't look like his foot went through a steamroller.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I like it. It's supposed to be short compared to other Marvel Legends, which is Wolverine is supposed to be short. Actually, if you didn't know that.
5'4".
Yeah, bub.
Yeah. I don't.
If you look at,
I don't love that.
The old Toy Biz's hip joints are like totally balls at the top, and it just looks so weird.
Could you say they went balls
Giggity.
out?
Shut up, Connor.
Giggity.
No, but one thing I will say, I like the head on the old one.
I do too. It looks.
I like the expression. It's very Wolverine.
I'm not gonna say that the new one's bad because I definitely like the new
it's
one
almost
too.
smiling.
But I definitely like the old one. That is a.
But the old one or the new
Wolverine
one,
face.
Marvel Legends, the new one is obviously better.
Uh
Not. I wouldn't say obviously. I definitely like it better.
I think it wins for me, but I still. This is one that I would. I don't know. That I'm not quite sure. I definitely really like both. Is how I'll put it. But I think I'd probably go with the new one only because articulation is probably better.
I think I would have to agree because even like I think we said this before, the joints in the old one look like joints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so weird. Okay, The next we have the Build-A-Figure
Good, I agree.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, compared to
The old Toy Biz one.
yeah, Toy Biz.
And the little picture
Juggernaut.
is the Toy Biz one with the helmet on.
Yeah, one thing that this one definitely has over the new one, the old one, is that it had a removable helmet. That's something I've heard plenty of people complain about. I don't care about unmasking Juggernaut. I'm just gonna be quite frank about that. I don't care about his face. I don't like his face.
Both of them?
Thanks.
So-
Thank you.
Both of them actually look
Juggernaut has feelings too.
really good.
One thing I'll say, none of these, by the way,
Hello?
none of these are to scale with each other. So, like, size-wise, these don't match up at all.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this Juggernaut, the Hasbro one, I believe, is supposed to be much bigger than the Toy Biz
It's
one.
not the size; it's how you use it.
John, shut up.
Hey, he has a point.
So, Juggernaut. Both of them actually look really cool. I don't like the veins on the Toy Biz one just because they're
I like
painted
those.
and I think they're weird. Well, they have
Yeah, I don't
there's
like the
molded
color
in
they're
veins on the
painted.
new one.
Jesse doesn't like the spider veins.
Oh, they
Yeah,
look like
those are
they look like the Bane with the toxin from the '97 Batman Robin.
Ooh, that
Does.
is true. That is
Which
true.
he's not Bane, so
Yeah, he's not supposed to be
stop.
Bane though, so that's
Both of
one
them
thing
I
I
look
would
was
say.
trying to prove something.
Oh, but one thing I'll say, Juggernaut, the old one, his thighs are kind of fat compared proportionally.
He didn't skip leg day.
His legs are really weird because then his ankles are
still
really
look-
thin too.
Both of them. That's because they have a joint at the ankle, which the new one looks like it does too, but it's like more articulate. It looks like on the Toy
No,
one.
it's definitely not more articulated because I know how Toy Biz
just
did
in
theirs.
the ankle, just in the ankle.
No, I know. I'm saying in the ankle, it definitely does not have more range of
But I
motion
have
than
that
the new
ankle
one.
pivot.
Yeah, the new
I
one
like-
definitely has ankle pivot. The old one has I think
Ankle.
it has ankle pivot, but it doesn't have it. I don't think it has it forward and back.
I like the neckline around the Toy Biz one, not the actual like fleshy neck, the ring and like the style of the top of the armor. I like that better, and how
Yeah,
the
I by
helmet fits
far.
on. I like that a lot better. Overall, I'd have to say
I'm gonna go with Toy Biz.
I think I'm gonna go with Toy Biz too. I like that it has a removable helmet. The helmet looks, I think, more like the Juggernaut I know from a lot of things. Not the new one isn't accurate because there have been both things, but
He's like Kane from WWE. He's better with the mask, but we'll take him without.
no
I'm gonna go
That's
Hasbro for
that's
me.
the wrestling podcast.
no one cares about wrestling.
Yeah, no
Connor.
one cares about
Please
wrestling.
comment. I really hope you get some comments saying that they want a wrestling podcast.
If a single person comments that they want a wrestling podcast and it's not you or John,
Then they can host it with you.
then we can see.
Please have a troll.
Then maybe
Somebody please just troll us and put down wrestling podcast. So
put down.
No, but I'm gonna have to say I like the Hasbro one better. One, because we know that the Toy Biz one isn't quite big enough, and the Hasbro one is going to be bigger.
giggity,
Also,
giggity.
the Hasbro
Oh, the
one, I
size.
like the colors slightly better, and the legs on the old one kind of suck to me.
Okay.
The new one definitely I like better. I will admit I do like the old one's hand articulation, and like I said before, I don't give a crap about the unmasking. I don't want him unmasked.
Well,
so
I don't give
personally,
a crap about you.
it
Kane.
just doesn't matter.
Okay, Darth Forge, what are your thoughts?
I like the Toy Biz costume, the sculpting for the costume better,
Yeah,
but everything else I like the new one.
I can kind of agree with that. I just think the costume is so much. for me.
Okay.
Wait, which did you say is better, Darth Forge?
He said the.
The sculpting for the costume in the Toy Biz one is better, but I like everything else on the newer one.
So are you going with the newer?
Yeah, I think the articulation.
That has
and
everyone split halfway. Then Connor and NightWolf picked Toy Biz, and John and I picked.
Yeah, but the difference is me and Carnage are right. So
No, you really
we'll be
aren't.
moving
Though.
on.
Actually, you're left.
Actually, no, I'm serious. If you guys saw a size,
I agree with that statement.
If you guys saw a size comparison, I'm pretty sure you'd say Hasbro too.
Well, I'm not looking them. Okay. Well, next we have the Onslaught with the Red Skull head and the Magneto head.
Darth Forge and Carnage, there was no picture I could find of this, so just imagine the Onslaught that you have on the right compared to one that's the exact same with the Red Skull head.
There's not much to talk about.
They're literally the same body.
I like the Magneto head more just because he's classic Onslaught. There's nothing really to compare. They're two different characters, so they have two different heads. Not much to say.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Next, we have the comparison of the new Marvel Onslaught, or Marvel
on the right,
Legends Onslaught on the right, and the old Toy Biz Onslaught on the left. They're two totally different Onslaughts. I like the classic Onslaught design better, so I like the new Marvel Legends better, but it's literally just what design you like better, because they're two basically different characters.
Yeah, it's technically the same character, but definitely it's two different character designs from the comics that were completely different. So, as we speak, I'm holding my red Onslaught, which is the Onslaught you see on the right, but with the Red Skull head. I cannot wait to get the classic Onslaught head because I love classic Onslaught. So, I'm really stoked.
Carnage.
But does he love you?
What are your thoughts?
Yes, he does. Of course, he does.
No, he wants to kill you.
In more ways than one.
Okay, Connor.
Yes.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, look, I like them both equally. I mean, everybody should like them equally.
Pick one.
FYI, the one on the left is huge. The one on the right is like 8 inches tall, maybe 9.
Giggity.
Because like I'm looking at it right now. The one on the left is like well over a foot, maybe a foot and a half tall.
Giggity.
Shut up.
Okay.
No, but like the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends were actually like the Build-A-Figures were huge.
Yeah. I think design-wise...
So, they are very different in size, even though in this picture they're nice.
I think design-wise, I like the older one better. But that's just a personal preference to me. Because I really like them both a lot. But, I mean, if you'd put a gun in my head, I would probably say I like the older one better, just because I like how it looks a little bit more psychotic.
Who would put a gun to your head about which figure you like better?
It's a phrase.
Eric.
Shut up.
Okay, Darth Forge.
I would say that the one on the left would be a better toy, like just straight up toy value. Like you have no idea who these characters are. I think that'd be a more fun toy, also because the extra articulation in the fingers and stuff. But and because it's huge. But the one on the right, it's because I like the character a ton. So that's why I'd have to go with classic Onslaught. What about you, Darth Forge?
The older one, I think the design just looks way too busy and more complicated than it needs to be. Mm-hmm. I definitely like the more classic, newer design that they have.
More classic, newer.
It just seems more... Yeah.
It's just so retro.
It's more... I like the more simple design. Less is more in this case.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Forge with that wisdom. Alright, next, the rumored second X-Men wave. And an X-Force character. But Erimus Prime, you want to go around with the characters?
Yeah, hold on, I'm finding a recap on all the names because I can't remember for sure all of them.
The top left corner, I forget his name. He is in X-Force.
Shatterstar, right?
I'll make these names up.
No, Connor, stop.
No.
Wait, Eric.
Okay, so Shatterstar's the top left.
Yeah, Shatterstar.
I Colossus. Remember that one. And then Colossus is on
to the right.
Obviously, top middle. Man. Top right is Polaris.
Middle left.
Middle left is Sunfire.
Middle right is
Lava Dude.
And then the middle right is Dazzler. Yeah. I could not remember Dazzler. Then it's Cyclops on the bottom left, and then we're getting another Wolverine.
Laser Eye.
It could be possibly X-23, which is the girl clone Wolverine.
Yeah, there's talk about it being X-23
or Old Man Logan,
which is what I
Wolverine after I have the surgery.
I would like X-Men. No, it definitely won't be that. I would love X-23, like the female Wolverine.
I would rather have Old Man Logan. I like X-23. I'd rather have Old Man Logan.
I personally just like X-23 better, and also it would make a better figure because Old Man Logan just isn't a good. He isn't a very.
You're just not. You would make the worst figure. So there.
No, but it's an old man. I'm not saying that no one wants one. I'm saying that it's not a toy that little kids are going to be like, oh, I totally want that old man.
Colossus would be the Build-A-Figure, right?
No, he's not. He is not. Don't say that.
It was the Build-A-Figure.
Who would be the Build-A-Figure?
We don't know yet. I would like to. I hope
no. What they didn't they already do that?
Lex Luthor Mech.
Yeah, that's like a year or two ago.
Wrong
Shut
franchise.
up, that's DC. No, I hope it's Apocalypse. If it's not not movie Apocalypse, but like obviously. But I also heard
Doomsday.
I heard theories that it's
Galactus?
Sauron, which is like I looked it up because like these are
Lord of the Rings.
Sauron is apparently like a pterodactyl man.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
no, he's like a
that was
a pterodactyl man.
No, I know the story of that guy. So the Comics Code of Authority was like, okay, we need to make comics kid friendly, so we're gonna set a bunch of rules, and they banned werewolves. And Marvel was like, oh well, we gotta have some creature, so they made Sauron, who was the guy who turned into a pterodactyl instead of a werewolf.
That's funny.
Werewolf.
One quick note. Also another strong theory. Another strong theory onto what the Wolverine figure would be in the Marvel Legends, the second wave of X-Men for Marvel Legends, is that it's a repaint of the one we just talked about, in yellow costume, which, I hate to say it, that's a pretty valid and likely one.
I don't think they would repaint that into a girl. Just saying.
I didn't say it was gonna be a girl.
I know. I said
it's his blue and yellow costume.
Okay.
But like the original costume. Yeah. So yeah, that's a very strong possibility. And when someone mentioned that, I was like, darn it, why do you have to be right? Because now that's probably what they're gonna do. But I'd rather get that female, because I like the female Wolverine. She's really cool.
Okay. So next we have
we're gonna talk about release dates.
Yeah.
Because this next month is insane for Marvel Legends apparently, because retailers have been putting it up that the X-Men X-Men Marvel Legends wave and the Spider-Man Marvel Legends wave are both coming out this month. Okay. Why Marvel? Why are you doing this? Why are you making two waves come out at once? That is so stupid. And then, no, here's the best part. A third wave of Marvel Legends went up in the same time frame for release. The Civil War Wave 3 of Marvel Legends, which the only two that we've even got confirmed what they are is the Secret War Captain America with the throwing shield effect, which actually looks pretty cool, that throwing shield effect, and also movie Scarlet Witch. Mm-hmm. Those are the only two out of the entire wave that have been confirmed or even shown.
Marvel quipping.
And then that wave was also put up for being released either this month or into next month. Same with the others. Now, I've heard further news that I haven't heard any further news on Civil War Wave 3, because that is definitely not coming out until post San Diego Comic-Con, because they didn't announce the other figures. So, you can't release a wave you didn't announce. But I've heard that X-Men is coming out first this month, and that it's going to be limited quantities, and then the Spider-Man is going to drop 2 to 3 weeks after. Which is really close. Why? I want to buy these, but that's going to be hard to do because they're expensive.
You should talk about this on your toy show. What is it going to be called? Toy Talk?
Dolls.
Toy Talk.
Okay.
Yeah, toy talk.
So next, if there's nothing else we need to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Next,
That's
Justice Buster, Erimus, you want to talk about that?
I'm just gonna do a quick review, like just my thoughts on it. Yeah, because I have it. It's really awesome. Like DC Multiverse, their figures in general are not always the greatest. Some are really good, some are really not good. This Build-A-Figure is really, really good. Well, technically, they call it Collect and Connect. But
it's a Build-A-Figure.
Connect. Yeah, it's really good. The only thing I wish it has was a waist swivel. It can't swivel at the waist. But
Swivel.
besides that, it's really good, and I honestly like it even more than I like the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure from Marvel. I like
Heresy.
the Justice Buster even more because I own both. So
Okay.
Also, Justice Buster would totally win in a fight, like not even close. Well, yeah,
it's meant to take down Superman and every member of the Justice League. But anyway, next, Civil War 2 issues 0 and 1 have dropped. I'm not a huge fan of it. $6 an issue, ridiculous. $5 for issue 0.
Is this our like spoiler-free review on it?
Yeah, too? I'm just saying it's an okay story. I'm not super interested yet. I'm not going to continue to buy them. I might still read them. It's not worth the ridiculous price. It is Team Iron Man believes that if there's this guy, this is minor spoilers.
Yeah.
There's this guy who can see into the future, and
future.
Tony Stark.
You didn't voice. You couldn't hear that.
Tony is saying you shouldn't. Basically, you shouldn't arrest someone before they commit a crime. And Captain Marvel is like, no, we should use that information and change the future, all the time. So, Captain Marvel wants to violate your rights. Tony likes you.
Yeah, and you know who's
every time someone tries to stop war before it starts, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know who's on Captain Marvel's side?
You could see him in the picture.
Captain America.
Actually, there is a Captain America on both sides of the Civil War.
Wait, which one's Steve Rogers on?
Sam Wilson is on Team Iron Man. Steve Rogers is a freaking idiot, and he is on Captain Marvel's side.
Well, if he's Hydra, you know what? Whatever.
Hey, Hydra.
Okay.
Eric, also, I sent you something on Instagram I want you to check out.
Okay, so...
okay. Oh, but one thing. This is a minor spoiler, but only for the free comic. This was shown in the free comic book day issue. So this has nothing... Well, this has to do with issues.
Eric's gonna rant about stuff no one cares about.
But yeah, so this is what happened in the free comic book day. And so I'm going to talk about that not minor spoiler. It's a pretty major spoiler. They kill off my favorite character. What is your problem, Marvel? Seriously?
War Machine.
They didn't need to do it, though. Seriously, it was so stupid. Yeah, it was War Machine. Why? Why do you hate War Machine? In the movies, you freaking paralyze him, almost kill him.
He'll be fine.
And then in the comics, you murder him. So they killed She-Hulk and War Machine in the free comic book day comic. The writer stated in an interview, we're not done with She-Hulk yet. Her story's still gonna go. So, something's gonna happen with her. But then they asked her, War Machine, please say he's coming back. And he's like, no, he's dead. Permanently. That irks me so much.
He's not gonna stay dead in comics forever, though.
They specifically
no one
stated...
ever stays dead. No one... I believe he'll stay dead for the rest of Civil War 2. He's not going to stay dead in comics. That's not going to happen.
How would they bring him back? He's not one of the magical characters, though. He's a regular person. You can't bring back regular people, really.
No one stays dead. So was Bucky Barnes. He was a regular kid who was compared...
Bucky Barnes... No, he's not. He's a super soldier. He's enhanced.
But
he also has a freaking metal
when
arm.
he first died, he stayed dead for so long. He was compared to Uncle Ben and in like comic book characters that would never come back to life and never be alive again. Guess what they did? Bucky Barnes. After he was sidekick.
When was he compared to Uncle Ben?
When he wasn't alive for like 10 years.
That was way before people were even talking about it.
No,
yeah.
There was... Okay.
I agree.
With who?
I don't know.
Connor, get out.
No.
Okay.
Bucky Barnes died so long ago that it wasn't a time where people even talked about comics, though. So
this
it wasn't.
Spider-Man was eternal.
Where'd you put the ice
But
cream?
still, no. They said that they are keeping War Machine dead, and that is stupid. And I'm not reading Civil War 2 anymore. Like that.
You're
why?
stupid.
Why? That's so stupid.
Okay.
Eric, nobody likes War Machine, so shut up.
No
one.
Actually, War Machine is a pretty popular character to the mass public, but I like
the mass public knows him from the movies. That's a fact.
Yeah, that doesn't.
So
doesn't
killing
change
him
what
in
I
the
said at
comics.
all.
So killing him in the comics doesn't affect the mass public.
Hey, guess what people do when they see the movies and they're like, "Hey, that's cool." You know what some people do?
Yeah, like
you know what some people do?
10%.
They go and buy comics.
Like 10% of
the
people.
majority of the people won't pick up a comic. To save their life.
No, I'm not denying that's true. But I'm saying 10% of the people that go see Marvel movies, if that's what you want to say. I know, but you're the one that said 10%. 10%. That is still tons of people.
Not even 1%.
I completely zoned out for a minute. Can someone please give me the short rundown?
Okay. Eric's saying that War Machine is one of the people's favorite characters, but that's because of movies. And so when they kill him in the comics, most people don't care.
His favorite characters. No, you didn't sum that up very well at all. Especially
he summed it up pretty accurately, in my opinion.
But he said, but people like him, but they killed him, so no one cares.
No,
that's not.
They didn't say I didn't say so. No one cares.
You did say
they
so.
killed him in the comics, and no one cares because it's in the comics.
He was a big character in the comics.
But you said so.
Okay. Anyway, we're moving on because no one cares.
No, because
Agent Venom beats War Machine.
Shut up.
No, shut up.
No one could. We're moving on.
We all
DC
know that's
Rebirth.
wrong too.
DC Rebirth.
It's really good.
It's awesome.
It's really good.
I've picked up a lot of Rebirth titles. I have not read Barry Allen Flash, but I've read Aquaman Rebirth, Green Arrow Rebirth, Green Lantern's Rebirth, and Batman Rebirth. All of them are really good. Green Lantern's Rebirth, half of it just felt like a preview for Hal Jordan.
I can hear you eating, dude.
Yeah.
Like really loud.
Sorry.
Okay. But Rebirth, it's cool. Wally West is awesome.
Yeah, Rebirth's really good. Also, they don't suck and they don't kill off characters like it's no tomorrow. No, but seriously, they actually care about their characters. They made an emotional impact. Connor, can you please stop?
Okay.
But yeah, so they at least treat their characters nicely. They care about them.
Okay. They've killed characters too.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, yeah, they started off before Rebirth, which leading into Rebirth, Superman's dead.
Yeah, Superman's still dead. There's just a different Superman. Okay.
No, I know.
Next,
I didn't say they brought him back. There's actually two different Supermen.
Okay. Next,
Bloodlines. They aren't going to keep him dead. They're just using a different Superman now.
Bloodlines issue 1 and 2 have come out. It's
3.
It's 3 hasn't hit yet.
You have it.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. 3 has hit. I was thinking of. Okay, I've read it. Yes. It's a redo of an old series. I don't think it's gonna be that popular, honestly, but it is a really good series, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, you're the only one that read it, so you're the only one who can give your thoughts on it.
But does it like you?
It's a. Moving on.
Yes, in more
Venom
ways than
Space
one.
Knight, Darth Forge.
Yeah, so Darth Forge and I have read all the Venom Space Knight up until now, which there are 8 issues. I really, really like it. Like I said, I really like the character design, but honestly, I find the story very compelling too. The relationship between Flash Thompson and the Venom symbiote is definitely something that's progressed throughout the series, and it's coming to an interesting turning point now.
Would he beat War Machine?
Also, his whole crew.
He would.
No, he wouldn't. We've been over this.
Yes,
no,
we've been over this.
Okay, guys, seriously.
No, we're talking about Space Knight Venom, but stop.
Yeah. different Venom still.
That Venom.
But yeah, what do you think of the series so far? I like his crew too. Like he's picked up an interesting crew so far.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I picked up the first issue, I read it, and then I found myself unable to stop myself from getting all the rest and reading all the rest. I couldn't refrain from finishing it. I just had to keep on going. It was such a great story.
Exactly. It's a pretty compelling story. Like once you start reading it, like it's not one of those things where it's like, I don't feel like it anymore. It's like, you really do want to know what happens next. And I gotta say, it's pretty, like you said, it's well written. And I really like the variety of characters that have been shown in it and that are like in his crew too. Especially his depressed robot. So good.
Yes, I love the depressed robot.
The cake was a lie. Reminds me of the cake was a lie.
No, but yeah, the snake hair girls too, and then the giant panda woman. The giant
panda woman. The panda woman is amazing.
As I call him, the GPW.
But I gotta say that like Venom is pretty cool, and we get to see other symbiotes, which is awesome. They're
that is pretty cool.
They're kind of weird, but like I dig it. They're weird. The purple one is a Skrull. We found that out.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Which is really interesting to see because that is not how the symbiote looked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gotta say I really like it. I've heard that it's not doing so well sales-wise, and that it might not last much longer. That makes me sad because it's one of the few Marvel comics right now that I've read that I actually really, really like.
Darth Forge, do you know? Are those? How much do they cost? The issues, are they $3.99?
I'm not sure. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
I would probably guess so, but I'm not sure.
Because anything more than $3.99 for a comic is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, while he's checking that, you want to move on to the final thing?
Sure. So each week we want to do a superhero matchup. You can suggest matchups in the comics. We could do a short little debate, but basically it's just gonna come down to us voting. Today's matchup is Nightwing versus Daredevil, and let me hear what you guys think because I'm not sure. This is really hard.
Yeah. What do you think,
Connor? What do you think?
Nightwing versus Daredevil. It really depends. What's the setup? Like, where are they fighting? Who has, like, what similar weapons? Like, what is it?
They have, like...
Dude, they use the same weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, they use a giant metal stick. Okay.
Literally use the same weapons, dude.
Well, Daredevil
they do.
also has billy clubs.
Nightwing has electronic ones, though.
Oh.
We got his from Toys R Us.
That is true.
Let's
say he has the electric ones. We'll say that.
It's $3.99, by the way.
It is.
Oh,
okay.
It is? Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Compared to freaking Civil War being $6. But that's off topic.
At least the first issue.
We're in a recession.
And Marvel is just making it worse. Okay.
If I would have to say Daredevil or Nightwing, very, very slightly Nightwing.
I do prefer Nightwing's character than Daredevil.
No, but who do you think would win in a fight, though? Because this has nothing to do with character. I don't disagree with you, though.
I think Nightwing has more skill in terms of fighting. Daredevil is more a street brawler. Nightwing is too, but like he's not as well trained as Nightwing.
Yeah, Daredevil wasn't trained by Batman.
Daredevil
Batman
would put
knows
up
like 33 different martial arts.
True, but in all fairness, Daredevil also does have somewhat like superhuman abilities.
Daredevil would put up an incredible fight, but I would have to say Nightwing.
So, John, are you saying Nightwing too?
Yeah, I'm saying Nightwing. I regret to say.
That's what I'm gonna go with too, because like,
especially the electric billy clubs.
Yeah, even if you took those out,
I'd still say Nightwing.
It would be a much not much longer. The fight would be longer, but I still think it would be the same end result. It'd be a very beat up Nightwing winning.
So, that is our episode 1 of Awesome Asylum. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Comment for a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, comment for a wrestling podcast. If we get one comment from an anonymous person that we do not know, we might make it happen.
So you guys don't have to know them.
Yeah, like, well, no one has, no.
Can I know them?
No.
Don't rig it. Because we don't want, no one cares about wrestling.
Hey,
Except Connor.
Hey, a lot of people care, okay?
Okay, but we're ending the podcast.
It's still real to me, darn it.
Okay, so we could plug in our social medias. So you could follow me, NightWolf, on Twitter at NightWolf689, capital NIGHT, capital WING689. You can follow Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter at
Dude,
Geek
no,
Talk.
dude, you just messed up your own Twitter.
Oh my god.
You just spelled out NightWolf689, stupid.
NIYGT.
NightWolf689.
Yeah. You can find me at Erimus Prime, capital ERIMUS, capital PRIME.
Follow
you can
Nerdy
also
Geek Talk
find
on
me
Twitter at Nerdy Geek Talk.
Yep, you can also find me on my podcasts, because I have TF Primecast, which is an awesome, fun show. If you haven't listened, it is pretty fun.
Don't listen.
Also, Toy
I'm
Talk.
not into Transformers, but I have listened to some of it, and it is pretty good.
It's definitely entertaining. That's
Also,
how I would describe it.
We'll probably make an Awesome Asylum Twitter. That is not a thing right now, but if it is in the near future, I will put it in the description. All of these will be linked in the description.
I am not managing that because I'm already managing 3 Twitters for us.
John, do you want to plug in your social medias?
For Tumblr, it's John-David-Foreman. That John has no H. It's just Jon. And
also, the Foreman is FOREMAN instead of the number.
Man. Okay.
And for Instagram, it's John_the_Foreman.
And then, Connor, you want to plug in your Instagram?
Yeah, Big Red Bull 55.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out other videos and podcasts, especially PF Primecast. Comment if you want a wrestling podcast. And
please comment. Please, someone, for the love of God, comment.
You heard it here. Connor Carnage is begging you to comment for a wrestling podcast.
Hey, thanks, John.
So, thanks for watching. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.